Hey guys, I hope all of you guys are doing awesome and having a great day. So I haven't actually done a crochet and chat with me in a bit, so I was in the mood for working on my crochet blanket a little bit and just chatting with you guys and catching up. So I was hoping I would get a lot more of my blanket done. I started this a couple of days ago and I was really planning to really hit it hard and get most of this done in a couple of days, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling great, I guess. So I do have my Cody cam going for a bit. I just fed Cody. I had his food right there, and he was eating. I'm kind of just watching him, seeing what he's up to. Hopefully he'll stay in frame for a while. He is recovering super, super well. Like, the surgery, I think, went amazing. So he is recovering quite well. I don't have his cone on him now. He's actually wearing his cone less and less. He doesn't mess with the leg. If I need to go somewhere, if I'm not going to be, close to him for a while or at night, I will put the cone back on. But for the most of the day now, the cone stays off. He doesn't mess with the leg at all, so that's great. And again, I want to just say thank you because Cody has gotten a lot of donations. He's up to about $800, and I have another visitor. This is Katie. Katie loves crochet. Like, anytime I'm working on something, she claims it. So she sees that I have a blanket that I'm making, so she's like, I'm going to claim it. It's going to be my blanket. She's a sweet, sweet girl. Love her so much. All of the cats, I think, are super sweet. I think, rescue cats, they make the best pets. They're so lovable. This is how I normally crochet. Like, this is why all of my projects really have a lot of cat hair. This is why I don't sell crochet projects, because whenever I'm crocheting, the cats are going to be near me. And the project's going to be filled with cat hair, and I can't sell that. That'd be kind of gross. So, yeah. But, like I was saying, I want to just thank everyone who is helping me with my vet bills. It blows me away that someone would be willing to help me with this. Like, oops, I think I messed up. I don't know, it just blows me away. And I appreciate it so, so, so much. I appreciate all of the financial help, and I appreciate all of the prayers, and I just appreciate all of the support. It just means the world to me. It really does. So thank you all so much. Yeah, so we are up to about, oh, Katie just decided to take off. We're up to about $800 in donations. And that is a lot of money. I appreciate that so, so much. So I did, for all the vet bills, because it's basically three different vet bills. I have the emergency vet that I had to take him to the night that he was injured during the fall. And then I have the orthopedic surgeon bill at my normal vet. And then I also have all the follow-up care. So his first follow-up, I think it's on a Monday. I think it's August the 7th. So he has another week, and he'll have to be sedated again. So I am worried about that, because it is a lot of sedation. So he's going to be sedated pretty much every 2 weeks until his leg fully heals. So a little bit scary that he has to go and be sedated that many times, but the vet says that's just what has to be done. I just looked, Cody has left, so yeah, Cody is on the other side of the camera right now, so I guess that's all we get for the Cody cam. Normally, whenever he takes his little naps, he doesn't move for a long time, but as soon as I want to have a Cody cam with him, he's like, nah, I'm going to get camera shy. I'm going to go hang out somewhere else. So we'll see. Maybe he'll go back to his spot. He's actually doing quite well with moving around on the leg, on his little cast. Oops. Make sure I messed up again. So yeah, he's moving around on his little cast. breaks my heart, to see him hobbling around on his little leg. But he's a trooper. He's doing great. The vet has called to check on him and everything, and usually whenever they call, he hears me talking on the phone, so he likes to talk. So he starts meowing in the background, so they know he's doing good because they can hear him talking. We are still having this crazy heat wave. So today, it's not quite as bad. I think today it was 103, which still is bad, but I mean, it's slightly better. And I've been checking the forecast like multiple times a day because I'm just waiting for like this heat wave to end. And I checked a couple days ago, and it was like it's getting better. It's only going to be in the 90s. And some days it's going to get down to like the mid 90s even. So I was like, yes, this heat wave is over. But I woke up this morning, decided to check the forecast, and saw that it is heating right back up. So it's going to be even hotter than it had been for this heat wave. Like it's like 107 and up. So I want summer to end. I really want it to end. It's hot. And when it's like this hot, it's just hard to do anything. It's hard to be productive. It's hard to be creative. It's hard to get a lot of stuff done because it's just so hot. And even with the air conditioning on, it helps a lot, but it still feels really, really warm. Today was like an extra lazy day for me too. I actually didn't sleep last night, and Cody has been sleeping really well. So I thought like once he started sleeping well, he's actually been sleeping well the whole time because he's knocked out on his meds, but I worry about him, so I have to get up, every couple of hours to check on him, and every time I get up, he's asleep. So I'm finally starting to feel like a little bit more comfortable, like not getting up every couple of hours and just letting him sleep. If I hear him, then I can get up. Like if he is going towards the litter box, like I hear his little cast tapping on the floor, it wakes me up, so I know like I need to go check on him. But I've been trying to just sleep more without, waking up. But last night, I don't know, anxiety, stress, like it had me up all night. Like my brain was like, let's focus on every single thing that has gone wrong in the last few months and everything that can possibly go wrong next. And I could not rest. I couldn't sleep. So I probably should have just forced myself to get up, grab my crochet project, and, put on a podcast, but I just didn't have the energy. It was so warm. I was just like, let me just keep trying to sleep, but didn't happen. So I ended up taking a pretty long nap. Right now it's about 3:30. And I did have a pretty long nap, about a 2-hour nap, like earlier today around like 12. I wanted to nap more. Like I could have slept like a couple more hours, I feel like, but I know that would mess up my sleep even more. So I was like, let me force myself to get up and do some cleaning because I have Cody in my room and I have all of his food out. And the last thing I want now is to like have ants or any like little creepy crawlies after his food. So I have to make sure that I keep his little area extra clean. So I got up and just decided to work on that. Mop his area, sweep it up really good, change all of his dishes, his blankets, and wash everything. So, yeah, got that done at least. And that's pretty much all I managed to get done today. And I wasn't feeling great today, so I was like, since I'm not feeling good, I should make myself like a special breakfast. So I got up and I made pancakes with bananas, maple syrup, and peanut butter maple syrup. So peanut butter, banana, maple pancakes, and absolutely delicious. So that was kind of like a nice little sweet treat this morning. I quite love pancakes a lot. I usually like my pancakes though for dinner. I don't know, sometimes I just kind of feel like it's just a lot of sugar in the morning, and I don't know, but I kind of like them for like an afternoon dinner. But today I was like, I'm gonna have my pancakes for breakfast, and that was really nice. Enjoyed that. But that's pretty much all I've done today. Just some cleaning and making some food and making sure all the pets have all their fresh food and they're staying cool. I've really been trying to find some more ways to make some money so I can pay off Cody's vet bills. Like, I appreciate the donations, like, so much, but I do need to, I need to get some of this money myself too, instead of just relying on the donations. So I am thinking about trying to get a second job, and I just don't know what yet. I do have all of my degrees and all that stuff, but I just don't want to do something that is stressful. So I did see that FedEx is hiring package handlers. So I am kind of thinking about applying there. It's really close to where I live, so the commute would be perfect. And I've also thought maybe Target at the warehouse. I've never had a warehouse job before. All of my work experience is pretty much in education, like teaching, writing centers, tutoring, that type of thing. But that takes so much energy, and I'm just not ready to go back to that. So I want something that's just, I guess, something I don't have to take home. Because, being a teacher, it's just so much work because all the lesson planning, all the IEP writing, all that stuff is done on your own time. So I want something that I can just go do the job, and when I'm done for the day. I don't have anything to bring home to work on. So I'm gonna look into that. The only reason I haven't applied yet, oh, and I'm also thinking about too, they're opening a new grocery store super close to me. It's Sprouts, and Sprouts is actually my favorite grocery store. And they're opening one like so close to me, like less than a minute to drive there. So I did apply. I haven't heard back yet. So hopefully I hear something back, because that would be a great place to work too. So the only concern I guess right now is it's this heat wave, because I worry about leaving the pets here when I'm not here during a heat wave, because they do turn off the electricity in the summer, like the power grid will be turned off because of like fire risk. Luckily it hasn't happened this year, at least where I'm at. Like some like neighboring cities, they've had their power shut off, but I have been very fortunate they have not shut ours off. And it just worries me, like, I know I'm super close, but like, what if the power went off here? My pets are here. I don't want them to, overheat. And normally it would be fine because, when I had my mom here, I could leave my pets and not have to worry, because I know, she loves them so much. So, she would do everything to take care of them. And now that I don't have my mom, it's kind of like, ugh, I just worry leaving my pets. So I kind of just want to wait a little bit until this heat wave is kind of, hold on, let me see what's going on. Oh, this is like the first stitch, so it was so loose that it was like looking a little strange. So let me, oh, what should I do? All right, so all right, so I'm finishing up this round and do one more. Okay. Okay. So I got all these. Is this right? There's one here, and then this is the corner. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. I don't want to have to frog again. So I have the corner, and then the ones before it, and that's the corner. Right. It looks a little strange. The last time it looked a little strange, it was strange, and I ended up having to frog it. Because that's the... Do I need a stitch right here? Okay. I feel like I didn't need that 3 right there. Okay. Because I have this. Okay, because this is the corner. So I need to slip stitch in the top of that single crochet. and then slip stitch into the corner, and then chain 3, and then start my next round of double crochets. Oh, no, only 2. So I've never actually made a granny square like this before. This one is a modern granny square, and I actually thought I was making a traditional granny square with like the gaps in between, and didn't realize that until I got a few rows in and was like, oh wait, this looks different. So let me make sure I'm starting this round okay. Then I'll go back and finish telling you guys about like kind of my work plans. Okay, so I think that is right because I have my corner. And now I'm starting my repeat. So I think we're good. So yeah, so one of the reasons I am kind of just a little hesitant to start work right now is just I want this heat wave to end because I just don't want to have to leave my pets here because I think the cats are, you know, they're pretty good with heat. Like Cody loves heat. Just check my Cody cam. He's not back. I don't think he's coming back. Nope, he's behind it. But yeah, the heat. So I also have a chinchilla and have guinea pigs, and they are the ones that I'm most concerned about in the warm weather because they're very, very sensitive to the heat. And I feel like if the air conditioning, the power went out, you know, that would be really, really bad for them. Because if it goes out now, I keep like tons of like refillable things in the freezer, like ice packs and water bottles that I filled up, and then I also have like a little power battery thing that I can charge, and I can plug in like fans and stuff for them. So if the power goes out, like I can, you know, put the water bottles in there, I can have the fans going, and if it is too bad, I can take them, if it's better outside, like I can take them outside and we can just hang out under a tree and stay cool that way. It's just I worry, like, you know, if the power goes out and I'm not here, I just don't want anything to happen to them. And I also want to kind of just be here, just, you know, checking on Cody. He's doing amazing. He's recovering so, so well, but it is hard for me to leave him, especially while the cast is on. You know, he's doing great, and I just don't want him to have any, like, backset or anything. So, we'll see what we're going to do for work. And I was also, like, kind of just looking around, like, on things like Reddit and everything about, like, you know, temporary agencies around here. And a lot of the people are saying, like, you know, when you apply to these temps, they actually put you to work the very same day. So that's another option for me. But we'll see. I kind of just want the weather to cool down, and I want Cody to heal up a little more. And then we can work on getting a second job to pay off these vet expenses, because we have a long way to go. So I do have the GoFundMe still, you know, going and everything, and I appreciate all the help I've gotten for that. I've been trying to like post more places with it, but I personally like don't use social media very much. Like I don't really have like I don't really post like on a personal Facebook page. I don't really do that at all. The only posts that I make are usually kind of just like business related stuff. So I don't really have like a big social media group that I can, you know, post to. Most of my social media is like that I guess I enjoy social media has to do with like crafting. So, you know, I do join quite a few like Facebook groups with like crochet, with diamond painting, with puzzling and all that kind of stuff. And that's my type of social media. I like sharing crafts that I'm working on, and I like, you know, seeing what everyone else is working on and getting ideas, because every time I see something, I pretty much want to make it. So that's my favorite way to use social media. But yeah, so I don't really have a spot that I can really just advertise Cody's GoFundMe. And I do try to sometimes like post in some of the groups that I'm part of, but usually it gets deleted, and that's understandable because, you know, it is self promo. Nobody kind of wants their group filled with someone asking for stuff, so, you know, that's understandable. I did join some Facebook groups for like GoFundMe animal campaigns where you can post your GoFundMe there, so I've been doing that. And I did reach out to a couple of organizations that are supposed to help people with vet bills that are very unexpected. Haven't heard back yet, but, you know, I'm gonna just keep hoping. And you guys have given me so much already that I have enough to pay the credit card bills for a while, at least, until I get everything else figured out. So that's just a huge help. It's a huge thing that I don't have to stress about right now, so I totally appreciate that. So let's see. I'm going to show you guys how it's coming out so far. So for this project, I am using Red Heart yarn for the variegated, and it is in the color Day Glow. Love how that works up. Like, I love how quick the color changes are. And since it is so busy, I wanted to break it up a little bit, so I decided that I would put in some hot pink stripes. And my idea right now, I haven't totally decided, but I did 5 repeats in the middle, so that made like a block of 10. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I basically have like 10 in the middle. And then I did 5 repeats of the pink, and then I think what I want to do is actually a block of 10 of the variegated. So it'll be 10 variegated, 5 pink, 10 variegated. Kind of my idea, I think, because I do love the variegated and I want most of the blanket to be that color, but I think it is kind of an overwhelming color. Like, it's so bright, so colorful, that I think if I use that for the whole blanket, it'd be a little too much, and I don't know, I just think it wouldn't stand out as much, but I think the pink really helps break it up a little bit. So we'll see how that looks. The pattern that I'm using, it's from Yarn Inspirations. I did print it out this time. Usually I don't print out my patterns. I usually just use them on my iPad, but I don't know, I kind of just felt like this was only a 1-pager, so I was like, I'll go ahead and print it out. The pattern for an adult size, it calls for 6 skeins of yarn, and the children's size is 3. And I do have a little bit over 3 of the pink, and I have 6 of the variegated. And I didn't actually check like the yardage to see if the Karen cakes and the Red Heart are actually like a similar yard, but hopefully I have enough. I have more of the variegated, so I'm using more of that in the pattern anyways, so hopefully I have enough to make this a pretty big blanket. Because I usually do smaller blankets, like cat-sized blankets, I guess. But for this one, I actually want it to be a pretty large blanket. And the stitch actually goes pretty quickly, making the granny square. I know, like, once I get, like, as my granny square gets larger and larger, it's going to take more and more time to get around it. But I like it. It's something I don't have to, like, focus on. Well, I do, but, like, the corners are where I have to focus. And, like, when I switch between rows. But, like, once I'm going along the edges, like, I don't have to count anything, really. It's just really relaxing to me. Really therapeutic. I have another kitty visiting. I don't know if you can hear her, but that is Sophie down there thinking about getting back on my desk again, I think. So I do have also some plans to really get some more stuff added to the shop. I was hoping I was going to do that today finally, because I've been saying I'm going to, you know, start adding some more tote bags to my shop that are like yarn themed. Sophie, what are you doing? They just love attention. Whenever I'm in here, the kitties are like, they want love and they want attention. And we still don't have Cody back on cam. He is still behind the camera, asleep. But yeah, so Sophie is just so distracting. So, Yeah, so I have some tote bags. I have lots of ideas for what I want to embroider on them and customize them with. I was really planning to do that today, but again, I just was so drained again. I didn't get to it. You know, it's only about 4 o'clock. Well, yeah, it's about, getting close. It'll be, getting close to 4 soon. Sophie. So I might, after I feed the cats dinner, I might feel like finally working on that a little bit and getting those bags added to my website because that will bring in income and help me pay for all these vet bills as well. But yeah, I just kind of just wanted to do a quick chat with me, let you guys know how I'm doing, how Cody's doing, and just to give you guys another thank you for all that you're doing to help me during this time. Every time I see a comment, it always just brightens my day. Like, it's really becoming just kind of a highlight of my day to see what you guys are up to and see what you guys are all working on, and I love that so much because I don't have, anyone around me who is really into crafting, into crochet, into this type of stuff, so I don't really have anyone to chat with about it. So it's always nice when I have company that I can, share my love of crafting with. So I'm probably gonna sit here. It's, almost 4 o'clock. So I'm probably just gonna hang out and crochet until it's time for me to feed the cats. Oh, it's just so therapeutic crocheting. I just love it so much. So I'm loving how this project is looking like. Oh, I just love these colors so, so much. I did want to do another live stream. I really do enjoy live streaming. It's just so hot that I feel bad about like the air conditioning sounds and all that in the background. But we'll see. I wish I could get Cody like to stay in one spot so we could live stream together. And he doesn't want to come like into my bedroom because I guess it's too cool with the AC. So he wants to stay where it's nice and warm. And I don't want to be in there longer than I need to where he's at because it's too warm for me and it's too cool for him in here. So, yeah. So, hopefully it cools off so we can hang out together a little bit on live stream and you guys get to see Cody live. So, yeah, that's going to be it for me right now. I am going to just sit here. I'm probably going to get on the floor, put on something to watch, see what's on YarnTube, see what's on like my trucking vlogs, my true crime, just put some of that stuff on, listen to it, and crochet a while. So I want to just give you guys another huge, huge thank you and tell you how much I appreciate all that you're doing to help me through this difficult time. I appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are all having a great, great day, and I will see you guys all soon. Bye, guys.